Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the Miami Dolphins franchise. Now, in game number 1, Sonny McKnight got his first career victory as a NFL starting quarterback, and in game number 2, we got a win. Now, my capture card did corrupt during this game, but Sonny McKnight actually did throw 3 interceptions, and we are just now getting used to him as a quarterback, so trying things that maybe we shouldn't at times. He threw 3 picks, but he did have a pretty good game passing the football despite the interceptions. 4 for 135 for Bowden, 6 for 105 for Isabella. Mark Parker, the undrafted, now third-year player, 4 for 64. He wasn't even on an NFL roster his first 2 seasons. And then getting after the passer, we had 6 total sacks, 1 by each of our pass rushers. So we did pretty good in that game to move on to 2-0. Now we face, in Primetime, Trevor Lawrence, who is now one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. We'll see if he can get his team to the promised land. He has a lot of weapons around him, including James Robinson at running back. Travis Etienne is still there. And then a bevy of wide receivers, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, and Will Fuller. KJ Hamler ended up signing there in free agency as well. I mean, they have a squad at receiver. We'll see if the Dolphins can win in prime time for the first time with Sonny McKnight as their quarterback. And we'll see how the Jaguars do at home. This 1-1 Jaguars team looking to get into a new era of winning. And here we go as we are on the road. The Jaguars will receive the opening kickoff as this one's returned to the 20. And a flag on the play will bring this one back to about the 10-yard line on the block in the back. Now, our pass rush is really our strength of the team right now. We have a lot of young guys up front, and here is a toss play out to Robinson and a great play. Sherwin Finney was there, and also Eric Hopkins Jr. Now, Hopkins Jr. led our team along with Finney with 8 sacks last year. Here's a handoff. James Robinson up the middle, and that gets them to about the 15 for a 3rd and 6. Lawrence in the pocket. He gets hit. The ball is on the ground. It's a sack. And that one will be Raekwon Davis. How about on all 3 plays right there? All 3 of our young pass rushers got to the quarterback or the running back, depending on the play. And that's going to be a 3 and out. Out comes Sonny McKnight. 4 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions to start this season. But the future is looking bright for Sonny. So 1st and 10 now. Play action fake on the first play. Wide open is Justin Castillo beating the coverage. Great throw by McKnight. Now, one thing that is very underrated by McKnight throwing in the pocket, he is very accurate. Here he is getting out of the pocket. The pressure getting in there, throwing deep to Waddle, and he almost actually had that one. It's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. At the 28-yard line now, it's a 3rd and 9. Quick throw to the right side. Castillo's got it for his second grab of the game, getting to about the 13. It's a 1st down toss for McKnight. A penalty brings us back to the 23 for a 2nd and long. McKnight out of the pocket, moves that way. He throws, and he's got a man wide open. Bowden for the touchdown. His 2nd score of the season. He gets in and makes it a 7-0 game here for the Dolphins early on. So here is Trevor Lawrence running the option this time. He takes to the right side, and our defense is swarming him on that one. A gain of a couple, bringing it to a 3rd and 4. At the 23-yard line, Lawrence under center this time, throws to the right side, looking for Mike Evans. It's tipped around and almost intercepted on the tip. 2 straight 3 and outs for the Jaguars. So here we are back on offense. Here's a short pass, and that is Mark Parker, the surprise of the preseason. He's had a couple of good string of games, and it's a 1st down toss. And now McKnight is under center. At the 40, quick throw. Going to Isabella this time, who's been a target of his early on as well. It's almost a 1st down, bringing it to the 49 for a 3rd and 3. McKnight under center. The pressure gets to him. He throws to a wide open Jalen Waddle. He's got it inside the 30 to about the 26. We're in the field goal range. Waddle showing off the speed right there. I love that we have the versatility of weapons this year. It's really been a big difference maker. As here's a throw out to the flat, that is going to be TPH. Because now we have Andy Isabella. We also still have Jalen Waddle, of course, We now have Mark Parker added to the mix. He's definitely added something different that we haven't had. Another fourth guy in the receiving core that has speed. And then Lynn Bowden is still a playmaker. He plays all over the field. So 1st and 10, play action fake. This is a throw to Bowden. And he gets to about the 3. Gain of 9 on that one. 2nd and 1. Sonny McKnight under center. Hand off to TPH. He fights forward. And the ball is on the ground. It's picked up by the Jaguars. But they're going to go to the booth. It looks like that right knee was down before the ball came out, so we will retain possession. 2nd and goal at the 1 now as we bring in the big hogs. Throw to left side. It's caught by Isabella. It's a touchdown. He had 2 touchdown catches in the opener. That's his 3rd of the season as he returns from injury. As now we fast forward to the end of the first half here. The capture card corrupted again, so we lost a lot of the second quarter as we have a 17-7 lead. And here is McKnight trying to put together a nice drive here towards the end of the first half. Here is McKnight, hand off to Terrence Pitt Howard up the middle. It's going to be about a half yard, and it's enough for the first down. 23 seconds to go, 1 timeout left in the half. Here is McKnight, play action fake. He's going to roll and throw this one deep. He's got Waddle, who's had a step, and it's going to be incomplete. Bring it to 2nd and 10. Sonny McKnight throws to the right side, and we are running out of time here at the end of the first half. 10 seconds to go. Now that brings it to a 3rd and 2. McKnight under center. You got to figure he might throw this one deep. He does. He's got a man behind the defense. It's Jalen Waddle for the touchdown. Sonny McKnight had an upgrade after game number 1, and he had a deep accuracy upgrade, which went up +4. That one was right on the money. Jalen Waddle has it. It's a score right before halftime, making it 24-7. Sonny McKnight is impressive here in the first half. So here we go in the second half. Sonny McKnight, the rookie, has thrown a couple of scores here, and now he looks to lead another scoring drive. Here is McKnight under center on the first play. He's going to go down, and the ball will be on the ground. It's going to be a scoop and score for the Jaguars to start the second half. And they needed that to get back into the game. It looked like Josh Allen was off of the edge. It looks like he just jarred the ball loose, knocked it out of his hands with that left hand coming forward. And it's 24-14 just like that. So now here is Sonny McKnight, 1st and 10, play action fake at the 25. McKnight out of the pocket. He's looking for somebody to throw it to. He throws it at the last second. It's Mark Parker again. Another catch by him. He has turned into a little bit of a fan favorite so far this season. As now we're at the 49. Here is McKnight, play action fake. He's winding up to throw this one deep. He's got Waddle in the back of the end zone. And it's going to be caught, but out of bounds. But look at this throw by McKnight. I mean, you can't throw that ball any more perfect than that. And now it's a 2nd and 10 at the 49. McKnight rolls, throws that way. It's Mark Parker again with the catch. He's got a first down. That's his 4th catch of the game so far. At the 38, hand off to TPH. He gets stopped behind the line by Miles Jack. And that will bring up a 3rd and 10. Play action fake again. Sonny McKnight in the pocket. The pressure gets to him. He gets hit on that throw. Incomplete. I'm not sure who he was throwing that one to. But 19 completions so far, 3 touchdowns, and almost 300 yards already for Sonny McKnight. And that one is good from Jason Sanders. It's back to a 2-score lead. So here is Trevor Lawrence under center. He's going to hand off to James Robinson up the middle. A tackle by Van Ginkel. Now, Van Ginkel earned that contract extension a couple of seasons ago, and he's kind of took a back seat a little bit to Eric Hopkins and also Sherwin Finney, but he still gets in there on pass rush situations. Here's a throw across the middle. That's Devontae Adams. He gets it to the 47. It's a first down. Easy throw by Lawrence right there. 4 wide out, 1st and 10, quick throw across the middle. That one is picked off by Jerome Baker. He's got the speed, and he will take it to the house. It's a touchdown. Another interception. Now in the first half, we had some cutoff footage, but it was Javon Holland who had the first interception, and now Jerome Baker has the second. And Baker really needed to have a good year this year because we have a lot of guys in their contract year, and I mean a lot. Our whole defense, our whole secondary, Byron Jones, Xavier Howard, Jerome Baker, all free agents coming into next season. So we're really going to have to make some decisions as far as who's going to get the contract extensions after this one. As now we have the 3-score lead, 21-point game. Here is Robinson, handoff on a stretch play. He has space across the 50. He gets to about the 40 and gets taken down by Javon Holland, but a nice run, 20 yards, his longest run of the day today. ETN checks in. Here's Lawrence throwing deep to a wide open Will Fuller. It's a touchdown. A breakdown in coverage that time, and Will Fuller finds the end zone. And is now back to a 14-point lead here at the end of the third quarter. As now here comes Sonny McKnight back out onto the field, handing the ball off to TPH to start the next drive. That's a gain of 1. TPH hasn't had that big-time running game yet, as that brings us to the 27 for a 3rd and 8. McKnight here with 3 wide receivers out there. Play action fake. Here is McKnight looking deep. He's got Mark Parker, who has it at the 22, but it gets knocked out of his hands. And those are the plays you have to hold on to the football. And now the Jaguars have possession right back. Toss play out to the right side, and that defense and that front 7 with Jerome Baker leading the way along with Eric Hopkins get there for the stop. And now it's going to bring it to a 3rd and 9 at the 34. Lawrence throws to an open Mike Evans. He beats Trayvon Roberts in coverage, who's going to be he's going to have to be the future of this cornerback group. As we have a couple of free agents coming up. Here's a throw to the right side, another catch, and another first down. This time it's Dalton Schultz at the first down sticks. Javon Holland on the tackle as we start the fourth quarter. Across the 50 for the first time this drive. Lawrence in the pocket. He goes down, and that is Eric Hopkins Jr. Who's going to have more sacks this year, Sherwin Finney or Eric Hopkins Jr.? That's the 3rd sack of the game. 3rd and 17. Trevor Lawrence throws to the left side. He's got Fuller pushed out of bounds by Baker, and it will be a 4th and long, and they will actually punt this one away. At our own 20-yard line now, here is McKnight throwing to the left side. That one is caught by Waddle. Another big catch, and he's going to have another 100-yard game added to his resume. As now there's a 1st and 10 at the 35. Another handoff, Terrence Pitt Howard. And he gets stopped for a gain of nothing, bringing it to a 2nd and 10. Play action fake again. McKnight in the pocket, throws to the right side. This is Hunter Long who gets the catch. He had a touchdown grab last game as well. 3rd and 4 at the 40-yard line. Quick throw, and this time it's Isabella. Everybody's touching the ball today. So DJ Yates Jr. was shaken up on that play, as now we're across the 50 for the first time. 6 minutes to go. McKnight under center this time. Stays in the pocket. Throws to Jalen Waddle. Will just overthrow him that time. Bringing it to a 3rd and 10 at the 47. McKnight hit on the throw. This one's on the ground. And it looks like the ball just got knocked out of his hands on that one. And we lose a lot of yards. 4th and 21. Now the Jaguars have possession right back. So at the 14, Trevor Lawrence loads up, and he goes deep on the first play. This one is caught. It's Devontae Adams beating Big Play Slay on the outside. And it looks like off the line he just got a good release. And Lawrence finds him, and now they're on the other side of the 50 in scoring range. At the 13, handoff, James Robinson to the left side. There is a tackle by Byron Jones, who comes up and makes a stop. It's a 1-yard gain, bringing it to a 3rd and 9. At the 12, Lawrence throws across the middle. That time, it's going to be a touchdown, and he will have his rookie tight end right there for a score, and it brings it to a 1-score game. The Jaguars have come all the way back in this one, down by just 7. Here is McKnight's first pass, and that one is incomplete. Looking for Lynn Bowden. Bringing it to a 3rd and 10 at the 24. Need to convert on this one. McKnight out of the pocket. Nobody's home to stop him on the scramble. He's got it for about a gain of 18. And he gets it to the 42. 3 minutes to go. You're going to start to see some clock running off now. As now there's about 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. McKnight out of the pocket. He looks like he's going to throw this one. It's Mark Parker who breaks a tackle and just steps out of bounds. Sonny McKnight is just at 400 yards on the day. And now there's 2 minutes to go. Handoff, TPH following his blockers, getting upfield. And Jacksonville calls their first timeout of the game. 3rd and 3, McKnight throws to the right side. Wide open is Justin Castillo again. And they called their second timeout of the game. As one more first down should seal this one up. Handoff, TPH, he gets to the 15, push forward to about the 14, gain of 6. Bringing it to a 3rd and 4. 1:17 to go. McKnight out of the pocket. He's going to hold it for a second and dump it off, and it's going to be caught. Will they give it to him? They do. Lynn Bowden is there at the sticks, and we hold on to win this game after a late comeback in the second half by the Jaguars. And it's just too late there for Trevor Lawrence and that Jaguars high-profile offense with Adams, Evans, and Will Fuller. Then add our former receiver KJ Hamler to that mix. But it's just a little too short here. McKnight threw for 3 touchdowns, over 400 yards, and Trevor Lawrence pretty much did the same thing. He did turn the ball over twice, though, but our team definitely is giving up too many yards through the air so far this season. I'm not really sure what the issue is. We have Biggs play Slay on the outside, along with Xavier Howard, so we should be playing pretty good pass defense, but it's really been our biggest weakness so far, as we did give up 5 sacks as well, but that will be probably corrected as the season goes on, just with how we run our plays, getting used to Sunday McKnight getting out of the pocket. He likes to throw on the run a little bit. And then we did have 2 interceptions as well, 1 pick 6 by Jerome Baker, 1 just straight up interception in the second quarter by Javon Holland. And we move on to 3-0. We are number 1 now in the power rankings in the NFL. And we are one of 6 undefeated teams to start this season. The Panthers, for some reason, are always good in this franchise. And we have our first press conference of the year. And Coach, they're asking him about Sunday McKnight, and we decide to praise him. He's playing really good football. With that game, he now has more touchdowns than interceptions. He had 3 in this game, no interceptions. So now he has 7 and 6 on the year. And our next goal in the next game is going to be to beat the Jets and throw for 300 yards. And remember last year, they had signed Aaron Rodgers to a 1-year deal. He retired, and now they go back to Zach Wilson, who was 80 overall, number 17 ranked quarterback still in the league. But they are 0-3. Now, this is a big game because, remember, this is not only a divisional game, our first one, but remember that draft pick that they traded us for. They traded us for the first-round pick. It was number 27, and they ended up trading their first-round pick for this coming season. So depending on how bad they do, we could be picking high in this draft with 2 first-round draft picks. So we'll have to see what happens with the Jets this season, but they're not off to a good start, 0-3. So we'll have to see what happens in this next one. It'll probably be a doubleheader, the Jets and the Chargers in the next 2 games. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think of McKnight this game. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinted. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in a dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.